Brad Williams, Excel Prime, F7 match function to look up multiple criteria using multiple match features. What we're trying to do, find out what our rent would be on an annual basis based on some criteria. We have rent at $1,000 a month, and what we want to do is figure out how to combine the information with multiple criteria. If we look at this index match, we want to look up this index array feature, and we want to use this particular tool. And here we have an array. We have a row number, exactly like the previous example. And here we're looking up a column number. Over here, remember, this is index, and within index is the match. The index says what's required is an array and a row number, but I can also throw in a column number. In other words, I can look up a column number in addition to a row number. And that's what we're going to do here. So what we're doing is we have C5, which is some number, which is $1,000. What are we going to look for? Well, let's back up here. We're going to look for a row number. Where? Within D5 and then V units. What is the match? Well, we're looking up the lookup value, which is monthly, D5, and V units. Take a look at V units, N5 to N9. What does that mean? Well, we're looking up this range here, table. It's not a formal table, but just go with me. What row number is month? And that's what we're looking for here. Then, if we find a match, then we want to know the column number, this third argument. Then we're looking up F4, which would be, what's F4? Well, that's annual. When we're looking up columns, we have to reference, in this case, text, and H units, which is 04, would be F4, which would be annual. H units, if you look, H units, if we want just a quick preview, just hit H units. H units would be C15 to G15. The last argument would be an exact match. So we're looking for annual within this table here. Go back, match. What are we looking for? We're looking for a row. Remember that? So if we go back here, we look at match. What are we doing? We're looking up the lookup array, which is D5 monthly. We have V units. Go to V units. If we find a match, what are we doing? We're looking for row and column. First set is the row. We have monthly. That's what we're looking for here. That is D5. And then the next argument is F4, which is annual. If you look at monthly and annual, we get 12. You go back to index, and what does index say? Well, index is going to look for what? It's going to look for this row, monthly, and it's going to look for the column, annual. And what are we going to do? We're going to take 12 and we're going to multiply it times what? C5. If you look at this information here, if we highlight this whole thing, hit F9, C5 times 12. If we hit escape, this is how it works. We can go array, F9. It's looking at all of this information. It goes 1, 7, 14, 20, 365, and so on and so forth. And if we go the next argument, F9, it's going to list 4. The next argument is column, F9. We're going to go down. We're going to look at all this information. It's going to spit out what? Monthly. That's number 4. And then it's going to go across. It's going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have row 4, column 5. Cut across. That derives what? 12. We can escape. We can highlight this again and hit F9. And that's how we come up with this $1,000. I know that's a very lengthy explanation, but that's long ago I mentioned that everything within Excel derives to either a true or a false. It just multiplied C5 times 12. Brad Williams, XL Prime.